It's no secret that the top of this offensive tackle class is fairly stacked, but who else can emerge from the pack and challenge for a spot in the first round? Let's examine if Patrick Paul has a case in this 2-minute drill. If you were to build the ideal offensive tackle for the NFL, Patrick Paul's body type and build would certainly come to mind. He has a very strong and sturdy frame with fantastic length. His upper and lower body are both strong and he has little bad weight on him. Patrick Paul does a great job using his frame to succeed in pass protection. He does a good job using his length to engage with rushers quickly in his pass sets and getting his body in the way of pass rushers at the top of their rushes. When Paul's able to get into his pass sets quickly, it's rare that pass rushers can beat him on quick rushes. It's also rare that Patrick Paul is beaten by bull rushers when he's able to set his anchor. He has fantastic upper body strength overall and does a good job stymieing pass rushers when they get into his chest. His hands are very strong and his grip strength overall is solid to control pass rushers. His lower body anchor is great when he's able to set his feet and he can stop bull rushers in their tracks very quickly. Paul is a solid first-level run blocker as well. He does a great job using his upper body strength to move first-level defenders out of gaps. When he's able to latch on to linebackers and secondary players, he is a vicious finisher and puts players into the ground routinely. While Paul does have some ideal traits to be a solid pass protector, his footwork and overall technique need a lot of work. He's very limited as an athlete and it shows up in his fairly slow footwork and lacking pass sets overall. He struggles dealing with quicker pass rushers that can quickly attack his outside shoulder and does not mirror well against more athletic pass rushers. Paul can be more aggressive using his length overall as well, as he tends to leave his chest plate wide open, which allows pass rushers to beat him with power even with his great strength. In addition, his base is poor and ability to drop and reset his anchor is very limited, so he can still get beat by power rushers often. Paul is also very poor when he has to operate in space as a run blocker. He's fairly heavy-footed, which limits his ability to zone block well. His second-level run blocking leaves a lot to be desired in general. While he's a good finisher when he can latch onto blocks, quicker linebackers and secondary players can easily get around him, and he tends to whiff on blocks in space. For an NFL comp, Patrick Paul could reach the ceiling of another big-bodied tackle, Morgan Moses, currently on the Baltimore Ravens. Morgan Moses was another fairly heavy-footed and more athletically limited tackle in college, was able to find roles on several NFL teams as a right tackle in more power-driven schemes. If Patrick Paul is able to clean up his technique and improve his footwork and pass sets, he should find similar success in the NFL. Overall, Paul does have a great frame and traits to succeed, but his success will be driven by his ability to adapt his technique and find the right team to allow him to develop for a year or two before taking the reins. And that's the 2-minute drill.